This is the 100th Monday since I've started doing this show, and that of course means it's Monday, which means it's time for a brand new episode of Monday Musings, live. Let's get started. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. I think this is the first time I've ever done the show live, so I'll probably stumble a little bit. I'll probably be weird, but it's okay. It's cool. And thank you for everybody that's already here and anybody that comes along later. Appreciate it. And yeah, so 100 episodes. It's crazy. It's been this long. Almost 2 years I've been doing this show, and I've had a blast. It's been this fun little thing that I do, just putting out some random thoughts, and usually under 4 minutes. This will not be under 4 minutes. So a little different format, but we're gonna have some fun. So if you guys have any questions or whatever, I'm gonna do a Q&A and stuff. Gonna make some announcements during the show. Just gonna have a good time. So hope you enjoy it. Let's see. What do I want to start with? Well, there's some laughter in the comments. I should start by sharing this on social media because I have posts ready to go. So I should just like add my thumbs there and just kind of take it live right now, right? Yeah, that's what I should do right now. Announcements. You want me to start with announcements? I'll tease some announcements. How about that? I am going to announce 2 new series coming to my channel in 2019, and also 2 things coming this week to the channel. 2 new videos that I'm going to have coming up. Lisa is going to be joining me a lot more on this channel. We're going to be doing some stuff. One of the things that I have coming up this week is a mystery haul video. I was actually going through my closet looking for something, and I came across 2 packages that I completely forgot that I ordered. They were comics, but I had no idea what they were. So that haul video is going up later this week. So that'll be fun because I don't know what I'm getting until I open them. So you find out as I do on the video. So it's going to be fun. And the other one is a Christmas themed one. We're going to be decorating gingerbread houses, and we're thinking about filming it. I don't know if we'll do it live or we'll do a time lapse or whatever, but it's going to be fun. And we got like 2 different ones. We got like a big one, like a regular size one, and then we got a box that has 3 or 4 small ones in it. We'll probably do the small ones on camera, just maybe make a contest out of it, who does better. Seen a couple of those videos pop up, so that should be fun. So Lisa and I trying to compete on who does a better gingerbread house. I've never built a gingerbread house in my entire life that I can recall. So that should be an interesting experience to do that. And all right, now I've got all my social media stuff live, and I can focus on you guys instead of looking at these screens. Let's close those things, and let's close that, and let's get back to this. So what's up, Justin? What's up, Alan, Mr. Gretzky, and Jay? All you guys, appreciate you tuning in. I'm only going to go about, I don't know, 25 minutes, 30 minutes maybe, tops. And if I run out of things to talk about before then, I'll just end it. I'm not going to bore you guys. Since Alan, I think Alan's here, or he was here. He might not be here at the moment. And Justin, wrestling fans, TLC was last night, WWE TLC. I thought it was a pretty average pay-per-view or live event, I guess is what you call them now. Nothing unpredictable happened at all. Everything was very foretold, very, very predictable. Whatever. I will say, and I said this on Facebook earlier today, that I was never really a huge Daniel Bryan fan, so seeing him as a heel is much better for me. And plus, I'm an AJ Styles fan, so I prefer that. So, but yeah, just average pay-per-view. Whatever. Jay's like wrestling, but it's cool. Man, why am I nervous? There's like 2 people watching right now. I'm nervous, but it's okay. It's all good. Justin, if you're still there, what did you think? Or Alan, what did you think about TLC last night? And let me know if you have any questions about anything, anybody about anything, wrestling, comics, life, music, whatever. That's what I'm here for. My brother is coming in supposedly on Friday. Haven't seen him for a while. Been over a year, definitely a year and a half, maybe. I don't remember exactly when it was, but he's coming in. He's going to be here, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be the first time I've had Christmas with him in 4 years, 5 years, something like that. So that's going to be fun. all Lisa's siblings are coming in, so it's going to be her siblings, my siblings, and we're all going to get together with our parents and everything, and just go have some fun. Zack attack, that's right. And it really is. It is like an attack. It's scary. No, I'm just playing. But no, it is kind of scary. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. And let's see, Justin, I only saw the last 2 matches, was on the live charity auction before that. Last match was good, I thought. The last match was good. That was the women's TLC match, right? No, that was probably the match of the night, I think. AJ and Daniel was pretty good too. And there was one other match that I thought was decent. I'm trying to remember which one it was though. Something happened in the Finn McIntyre match, but everything was just predictable, except for I guess that match could have gone either Asuka or Becky. I didn't see it going Charlotte, but I could see it going either way. The way it ended though with Ronda and stuff, it made sense. But other than that, everything was just like, oh, well, that's kind of what I figured would happen. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just kind of average. Maybe I really wasn't in the mood to watch it, so that could have brought my experience down a little bit. I don't know. Either way. That was a loud noise from the other room. Anyway, let's see. We are really deep into this Kickstarter fulfillment packing stuff. I don't know if anybody saw I posted a little video on Instagram and on the Kickstarter updates and everything, showing our little packing station. And for those that don't know, we ordered this whole big box of Gemini mailers to send out all the comics and everything. And we get them and we're like, oh, we're so excited because they're going to be really safe and really it's fit for a comic. And then we realize we did 8x10 prints. That's not going to fit. So we had to shift, and we had some envelopes and big thick backing boards left over from our store shipping, Etsy shipping and stuff. And we decided we're going to try to do that and make it real snug, and hopefully that's okay for all those getting prints. The ones that aren't getting prints, you get the Gemini mailer, so you're lucky. Yours is going to be all nice and snug. But so you're getting prints, it's still going to be snug. It's just not going to be the Gemini mailers, which are, if you don't know what a Gemini mailer is, it's like this. You've probably gotten them like from Midtown or whatever. It's like this cardboard box that kind of folds in and has a little pocket for them. Whereas these folders are really thick, really sturdy folders, and they say do not bend on them. It's printed on the envelope actually, and we put this like really thick black backing board in it, and all the comics are backing boarded. So, all right, got some questions here. Jay says, "What was your biggest personal achievement this year?" Wow. You know what? Really buckling down in my writing, I think, was my biggest personal achievement, because it's something. It's funny. I'm part of this mastermind group. I have been for the past 6 months, and like I got into it mainly because I have this issue with time management. I'm very poor at it. I balance things really awkwardly, and I procrastinate until everything's due, and then I work like a madman to get them done, instead of, kind of pace myself out. So I joined this mastermind group to try to work on that. And through the mastermind group, it came out that really what I want to focus on and what I need to focus on is my writing, because that's really what my passion is. So I'm kind of proud of myself with that. I've really buckled down and I've been writing a lot, whether it be scripts or I did the whole NaNoWriMo thing and wrote thousands of words in that, almost tens of thousands. And I think it was over 10,000 words that I ended up writing, and all the short stories and things I've been doing for Patreon and stuff like that. So I think that's a pretty big one. The 2 Kickstarters that we did this year that were successful, that's pretty big as well. On a personal level, that's not related to comics and stuff. I mean, I got engaged, so that's pretty big. That's probably my biggest takeaway there. It's been over 3 months now, which is pretty cool. It was 3 months on the 10th. So. Let's see. Jay also said, "What was your biggest professional?" Oh, so personal and professional. So I gave you both. Alan, Brant Live is the best Monday Musing present ever. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Plus, look in the picture, double the Brant. That's right. Right here. You give me twice. I can't help it. reflective frames there. Um, Justin, Kickstarter question: how can we verify our shipping address? You can check with me. I haven't sent anything out yet. We're starting shipping them out tomorrow. So I think there's an option within Kickstarter actually where you can update your address. So just go in there and make sure that your address is what it's supposed to be. And if it has changed, just check with me. But I'll check with you personally. I'll just email you right after the show and get your address just to be sure I got it right. Alan, can we get a Yojo on your wall as a sign? Maybe, because I'm staring right in front of me. I have a Snake Eyes and a Storm Shadow, and then in between them is Transformers with Baroness, and it's all 80s cartoon stuff. So maybe I can get a Yojo over there somewhere. That's a good idea. Jay, what is a big goal for you in 2019? Oh man, big goal for me, personal and professional, or just in general. Well, I mean, personal would get married, but if we're talking 2019 now, we were talking 2020, so that would be that one. Professional, I don't know, just more writing, I guess. Just get more issues, or at least another issue of my comic out. I've got some ideas. I'd like to get a novel out actually in 2019. We'll just say that'll be a good one. That'll be a good test for me to get a novel out. Alan, I can't wait for Bumblebee Friday. I'm probably not going to see it this week, but I want to see it too. There's so many movies I got to see. I still got to see Aquaman. I still got to see Into the Spider-Verse. I've got to see Fantastic Beasts. I've got to see. Oh man, there's just so many movies. I don't even know what else is out, but yeah, stuff. Got to go see stuff. Saw The Grinch. That was fun. Any more questions? Keep them coming. This is fun. This makes my job easier on the on the live because I don't have to think of musings. Which for you, you know what? Since you don't, you might not know the way that Monday Musings works. Is when I first started doing this show 2 years ago, I would just like sit here in front of the camera and string off random things. And then it got to a point where I couldn't think of things on the fly like that. So I started writing them down. And somewhere along the way, I settled on 7. For some reason, I just settled on 7 things. So I started writing down 7 things, or 7 little prompts for me to go into it. And I would have like a WordPad document open on the computer right beside me when I recorded. So I wouldn't miss any of them. And then I would just riff off of that. Then it got to a point where I was tired of doing that. So I just started riffing again. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm just kind of riffing and saying whatever's on my mind. I'll think of a few things beforehand, and then I'll just turn on the camera and go do it in one take and be done with it. So it's kind of like what this is, only less involved. Aquaman out this week too. Yeah, there was an opportunity to go see it early. It came out for Prime users on the 15th, which was this past Saturday, and we thought about going, but ultimately we didn't. We actually had 2 theaters here that were showing it, but we decided not to. So yeah, I got to go see it. Probably that'll be one that Lisa's brother will go see. So I'll go see it over Christmas. Let's see. Alan, I will tweet you my thoughts on it after I see it. Bumblebee. Cool. Jay, what was your favorite muse of 2018? Oh, wow. I don't even remember everything I said, Jay. I say a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I forget there was one episode I had a lot of fun with, and I can't remember which episode it was now. But I remember having a lot of fun with it. I'm sorry, Jay. I really don't know. I should have wrote that down when it happened. Yeah, there were so many, Alan. You're right. There was some fun stuff this year. Probably something funny about Chris or something, because I use him as fodder a lot. We joked about that on Zone 4. Yours was the heater, Alan. That was recent. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. There was one time I was recording, and I've got a Amazing Spider-Man comic right up here. It fell off the wall, and I'm just like sitting there. It didn't make the cut, but it was just like, yeah, okay. That probably would have been a nice outtake if I had thought to keep it. Man, I don't remember. What was your favorite muse, Jay? What was everybody's favorite muse? Justin and Allen, I'll ask you guys, what was your favorite WWE live event this year? Jay's excuse me, Jay's was the one that YouTube tried removing because it said your butt was on fire. Yeah, that was funny. They did remove it for a while. They took it down, and I had to contest it and put it back up because it's like my butt wasn't actually on fire. It just catchy title. I mean, it almost did catch on fire, but it wasn't literally on fire. Um, Alan, I enjoy, honestly, I can say this without bias opinion. I enjoy, they're a great pick for me. Pick me up on Monday. Thank you. You know what? I really appreciate that. I was like considering my options with Monday Musings if I was going to continue on with it in the new year. And I decided ultimately to continue with it for a while at least and see how it goes. But hearing stuff like that, it makes me happy that I'm doing it. I mean, I do it just for fun, just kind of, put it out there. But I've been doing it so long now that, you kind of start wanting a little bit more out of it. So hearing people that are really enjoying it and it's a pick me up and things like that, that's really awesome. That makes me feel really good, man. I appreciate that. TLC, actually, the women tore it up last night. Yeah, that was, like I said, that was the best match. It was the best match of the night. Everything else was just kind of average. How awesome is Jay? Jay, you are awesome, man. You're so awesome. Awesome beyond words, my friend. That's a good question. You all of you are. Evolution was Justin's favorite. Evolution was great. That was a fantastic pay per view. First all women's. That was like groundbreaking stuff. Man, I'm trying to remember which one. Like, there were like maybe 2 or 3 that I really enjoyed. I think I really like Survivor Series actually, but it seems like there was one earlier in the year. It wasn't WrestleMania. um, it might have been like a couple after WrestleMania. I can't remember which one it was, but there was one that was really good for me. Anyway, all right. While you guys think of some more questions or comments or whatever, I'll go into the announcements a little bit because I'll be going about 20 minutes or so, or a little less than 20 minutes. All right, so like I said, Lisa's going to be joining me on the channel for some content, and we're going to do some more comic related stuff. And we're doing 2 new series, and they're kind of related. We're doing we're not calling it most anticipated, but it is kind of most anticipated. But we're doing a little spin on it. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to pick five comics, and one of them is going to be, each one of us is going to pick a book we want the other one to read. One of the other pick is going to be, both of us are going to pick a book that we personally want to read. So that covers 4 books right there. And then we're going to come to a consensus on a 5th book. And then the second series is basically our top 5 comics of the week. So then we're going to come back and rank those specific 5 comics. So it's not going to be a definitive top 5 for me. So it'll be completely different than what's on Frontline Live, but it's going to be a ranking of these 5 comics. And so that's 2 more videos on my channel every week. So you're going to get Monday Musings and those 2, and then any other random videos that I come up with throughout the week. So that's the announcements for the channel. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be doing that. That's going to be awesome. And glad to be doing videos with Lisa again. We used to do a bunch on Where's My Tail, if you guys remember that. And she actually came to me like a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even less than that, and just said that she wanted to start doing videos with me again. And that's when we started brainstorming. Okay, well, what can we do? What can we change up? What's not too much of a commitment? Because Lisa's not like a weekly reader like a lot of us. And she wants to get back into it, but she wants to kind of go slowly. So we came up with the top 5. And then I think Mike Spider-Slayer suggested that we read the same books. And we were like, well, we don't enjoy the same books always. So that's when we came up with the idea to twist it around. Like, okay, we'll do these picks. So she could end up reading something that I've picked that she totally hates, which would be funny, and vice versa, or we could pick something that the other one absolutely loves. So like we tested it with this week, and just we didn't record it. We're not doing it video wise until January, but we went ahead and went through the process of it. And she hasn't read hers yet, but I've read 4 of my 5. But like she picked for herself, she picked the Doctor Strange Defenders one because she likes Doctor Strange a lot, and I picked Miles Morales. And then for our consensus, we picked the Fantastic Four Wedding Special, and then one I wanted her to read, I picked. What was it? It was another. Let's see, that's 3 Marvel, but it was a DC book from, I think it's a DC Vertigo book. It's called Goddess Mode. It just looked cool, and it was, by the co-creator of Spider-Gwen. So I was like, okay, well, maybe she'll like that. And she picked Jingle Bell Handmaid's Tale from IDW. It's a Paul Dini book. Paul Dini, co-creator of Harley Quinn. So those were our 5. I've read all of them except the Jingle Bell book so far, and she hasn't had a chance to read them all yet. I mean, it's a holiday, so it's kind of a little harder, but it's gonna be fun once we get into it, because it's gonna be that kind of thing. It's gonna be, and we were really safe about it this time. Is like we didn't pick anything too weird out there, except for the Goddess Mode and Jingle Bell thing were things that were a little different, but other than that, pretty safe picks. But it should be fun. Let's see. Jay, what 80s property should be rebooted? TV, movie, animated, or live action? Which one hasn't been? I mean, really. Okay, I'm looking at this picture, and we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, Thundercats, Smurfs, Snorks, Care Bears, and Battle of the Planets. And the only ones on there that I think have not been are Snorks, Care Bears, and Battle of the Planets. But I don't know. I mean, they're doing She-Ra, so they should do He-Man. Another He-Man reboot. Why not? As far as live action, it would be interesting to see like they did Smurfs to do Snorks like that. I always like the Snorks. Sure, why not? I don't. Man, all the good ones, like I said, all the good ones have been done. Battle of the Planets, an update on that, or whatever the various other names it's known by, would be an interesting one to do a live action kind of thing on. Mask. Oh, Mask. Totally Mask. I love Mask. And I wasn't happy with the reboot of the comic. So if you did that I don't care what you do, a movie, a cartoon, I don't know, Netflix or network TV, live action, animated, I don't care. Something. I would love to see Mask. That's my answer. Alan, G.I. Joe, because come on, we get Voltron and Transformers. That's true. We did get live action G.I. Joe, but we deserved better. Alan, top 5 comic musings sound like a good title. Maybe. Jay, I love the videos with you and Lisa. The chemistry is awesome and so entertaining. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We bounce off each other really well. I think I've got really good chemistry with her, and I've got really good chemistry with Chris. And that'll bring me to another announcement. That is another thing that's coming to my channel, kind of. Chris and I are bringing back the Chris and Brant show, but we're doing a twist on it too. We're going to be moving it from Frontline, and it's going to be on both of our channels, his new channel and this channel. And we're going to alternate the title and alternate the month. It's going to be a monthly at first. And so like 1 month it's going to be on his channel, and it's going to be the Chris and Brant show. And then next month it's going to be on my channel. It's going to be the Brant and Chris show. So it's just going to kind of back and forth, and same content that you're used to. I even came up with another jingle for that version. So it's going to be fun. We're going to bring that back in 2019 and keep consistent with it. So 2 people that I have really good chemistry with and do great videos with, I'm doing that again. So that's awesome. 2019 is going to be fun. Let's see. Alan says, good, stay away from Savage Dragon. Yes, far, 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 far away. I can't believe some of the guys on Frontline are still reading this book. I don't understand it. Justin, still waiting on that Thundercats movie. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see if that ever happens. Channing Tatum's going to play, what's his name? Lino. That'll be awful. Jay, interesting. I would love to see any of them. Yeah. Any of the 80s stuff, that'd be awesome. Alan, no, Jay, give the people what they want. Gargoyles movie, yes. Oh man, Gargoyles, bring that back. That was one of the best cartoons of all time. I was up there with Batman the Animated Series and things like that. It was like one of those that was, you could watch it as a kid and understand it and get it, but if you watch it a little older, it's deep and emotional and dramatic and moody and all this stuff. It's so rich and it's kind of timeless in a way, and just yeah, so good. Gargoyles needs a serious reboot. Yeah, it was 90s, but still. Alan said, I don't care. I want it. I want it too. I agree with you, Alan. Gargoyles. Gargoyles for life. That's man, I need some more Gargoyles pieces on my wall now. You got me thinking, Alan. You got me thinking. I'm supposed to have another print coming today. I've got the Arrow one that I showed off that says the UFL this playground. I've got from the same artist, I've got a Flash one coming that has all the Flash outfits from the TV show, the different versions, Zoom and Reverse Flash and all that. So I'm going to put it up there beside it. It was supposed to be here today. I got to check the tracking. Jay, I do too, but only if Wiseman is doing it. Oh, of course. I mean, Wiseman, he's got to be involved with it. So, Greg Wiseman, if you happen to watch this ever, bring back Gargoyles. We'll join you in petitioning for it. Alan, oh man, gotta say this Monday Raw is so funny so far. Awesome. Maybe I'll do these once in a while. Not every week. I'm not doing this live every week. But maybe I'll do this every once in a while. Bring it back live, just for a special occasion or something. I am having a lot of fun. Kind of a Q&A, but kind of just off the cuff. Hey, oh, you made me think of this, so I'll talk about that. I'll tell Jay, you were asking about stuff in 2019, just like on a personal kind of really small level. I want to read like more novels again. I didn't read any. Like I tried to read 2 different novels this year, 2, and I barely got through a few chapters of either one. And I used to read novels like crazy, like just every few weeks I'm finishing a book, and I haven't done that in a while. And I've been wanting to get back to it, but I've been so busy and trying to keep up with the weekly comics and everything. It's just yeah. Alan says, I say do the next one on 150. Okay. So another year. Sure. Justin agreed he would need to be involved about Wiseman. Yeah, definitely. Oh, this Monday. Oh, you meant Monday Night Raw. You not Monday Musings Raw is funny. That's what you're talking about. I thought you were saying this Monday Musings was funny, Alan. But now I just remembered that Raw is on. So you're probably talking about Raw. Alan, just 50 Mondays away. Yeah, just 50. Let's start the countdown right now. So, just start every episode. Okay, 49 episodes to left. No. Maybe I'll do it at 125. Heck, maybe I'll do it at 110, just to mess with everybody. Oh, this is funny. Monday Musings too. Yeah. I don't need your pity funny. No, I'm kidding. Oh man. I just dropped the lid to my water. I'll get it later. As long as I don't spill it. I'm getting a little hoarse. A little parched. So let's see. Any other questions? I'm going to start wrapping it up soon. I'm trying to think of if there was anything else I wanted to talk about this Monday. Let's see. Talked about wrestling. Talked about the new content coming to the channel. 25 days of Christmas on Patreon is still going strong. I did not do any posts today. This is going to kind of serve as the post today. I posted this live as I went live. Zone 4 Aftermath is going on hiatus until after the holidays, so that's not going to be up there. But I've been having fun. I've been drawing and writing, and I'm going to share some more LEP stuff this week and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. It's been free every day. It'll continue to be free through the 25th. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Patreon.com/Brant Fowler. No commitment there, just free stuff. My gift to you. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's see. Alan says, I like what you did with your walls behind you. Thank you. That was something I wanted to do for a while. I had all of them. I had I think 5 of those pieces were on the wall facing me. And I wanted to do like this whole Spider-Man corner thing, and I've had this rolled up in the closet for months, many months. So I finally got everything up there. So I'm glad people like it. I'm liking it. Makes me feel good when I walk in the room and see it. Now I've got this completely blank wall here that I've got half the frames for, and I need to get the other half. Opinion on this is Justin. Opinion on digital novel sites like Audible. I have just recently started using Audible again. I've tried it in the past, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get into it. But I was trying to do not like novels, but like educational kind of stuff I wanted to learn, that kind of thing. And I was having a hard time getting into it. But I mean, it's because most of the time I'm sitting right here at the computer, so it's just droning on and on. If I was like walking with it, or doing it while I was driving or whatever, it might be a little different. But I've just started to get into it, and I just recently got a bunch of books off of there, both kinds, both educational and novels. So ask me again in a couple of weeks when I've actually had a chance to listen to some of them. I actually listened to a couple of chapters of a novel like last week, I think, or the week before, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it pretty much. So I just haven't gotten back to it. The educational one I foolishly listened to on my phone before I would go to sleep at times, and I just was not retaining any of it. But I'm warming up to it. It's kind of like listening to a narrative podcast. I have a friend, Mike Lewoma, who does a podcast called Glow in the Dark Radio. He just hit episode 500 this past weekend, as a matter of fact. And he does that every episode. He narrates like a chapter or two of his novel, Alibi Jones. So, and I've listened to his in the past, and I've enjoyed it. So it's kind of like that. So, I think it depends on where you're at in the setting, and everything, that it's conducive for that kind of listening. Alan, on here one, what you think will happen in the Avengers and Endgame movie? Okay, Avengers Endgame. What do I think will happen? Well, if the end of Infinity War was any indication, Captain Marvel's getting called in, and she'll come to even the tide against Thanos. Somehow they're going to get the stones back and turn reality back. But I think there's going to be casualties. I'm hoping, and this is kind of morbid, but we talked about this before. I'm hoping Hawkeye's family stays dead if they are in fact dead, because I just don't like that direction for him. I think this gives him more character. But I think there's going to be other casualties too. I think that's how you enter into the next phase of Marvel movies. Maybe this is how Cap goes away. I don't know. Something's going to happen like that. Something big. I think a major death. Jay, I approve of the Scarlet Spider poster. You keep calling it Scarlet Spider, and it's not actually. And I didn't want to correct you because you were so excited about it. It's just kind of a nod to Scarlet Spider. It's actually the Spider-Man Homecoming outfit. It's that one. It's that outfit. So it's kind of where he pays tribute to it. It looks just like it, but so it's why I got it, because it's like, okay, it's actually Spider-Man, but it's kind of Scarlet Spider at the same time. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, let's see, Alan. We need a Frontline Live podcast, no holds barred kind of thing. Isn't that what Frontline Live is? is a no holds barred? Explain what you mean, Alan. Yeah, we getting phase 4 starting next year. Jay says, I know, but I always call it the Scarlet Spider. Okay, I thought you knew, but yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Scarlet Spider rolls. Scarlet Spider Homecoming. Okay, that's cool. I wish they would do that. That would be fun to do Ben Reilly on the big screen, but it would be really confusing. They'd probably never be able to pull it off properly. And then, people would just hate it. It'd be like, Clone Saga, not again. Jay and I would love it though, because I've always loved that outfit too. So I feel you, Jay. I'm right there with you. I want to. I mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned on a video or I was just talking to the guys, but I want to put shelves up here, and I've got a Scarlet Spider figure, Marvel Legends figure that I want to put up there. Alan, things you really want to say about comics and movies that you couldn't say on YouTube. Okay, so like, gotcha. Kind of like a Black Label kind of show. That would be interesting. We could do it on Patreon. So only patrons would be able to hear it. That way we wouldn't get in too much trouble. That's interesting. That's a thought. Don't know that we'll ever do that, but that would be fun. Jay says I just say it anyway. I think no, I kind of meter myself. Maybe I kind of hold myself back on certain things. Work in the industry, you kind of want to stay working in the industry at times, so you don't say as much. Alan, Jay, you're the exception to that rule. That is true. That is true. Chris, sometimes Chris speaks without thinking, and there's no filter with Chris. And I thought Chris would pop in so I could use him as more fodder. That's probably why he didn't hop in, because he knew I'd probably use anything he said as I'm using live. Jay said, Brant, you are more professional than I in that respect. Yeah, I mean, I guess I am. It's just, I'm on Comic Related, they always call me the diplomatic one. Whenever they needed a diplomatic response to something, they would ask me to do it. So that's just kind of been my role for so long. Chris probably in PS4 world. Yeah, he told me last night he's been gaming a little bit every day and just kind of relaxing and having fun. I'm gonna get back into it. I actually just downloaded some of the free games this month for being a PlayStation, whatever you call it, PlayStation Plus. That's what it's called. I got the email about it, and I usually miss them. I don't think about it. Chris just as Jay. Chris is curled up in a ball, hoping you don't go after him too bad. Just wait until the Brant Chris show. That'll be. I got plenty of stuff. I think that's what half the time why he misses Zone 4, because he doesn't want to be. No, I'm joking. Alan, yeah, I've been helping him in Division. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did. He actually mentioned to me something about you guys playing that recently. Yeah, I don't know. He's an easy target, just like I'm an easy target on Zone 4. I've traditionally, if you go back and listen to old episodes of Zone 4, I've got picked on so much. I'm kind of like the straight man to the jokesters on that show. So it's fun having Chris to be that for me. Yeah, it's always fun. Always fun picking on Chris. He has fun picking on me too, though. We go back and forth. So yeah, I think I'm going to start wrapping it up. Any last thoughts? Any last questions? Thank you all for joining me live. I hope you had fun with this, and anybody watching this post live. Hope you enjoyed this first ever fully live episode of Monday Musings. I've had a blast doing it. Thank you for sticking with me through 100 episodes. It's crazy that I'm at 100 now, almost 2 years, and I'll keep doing this as long as you guys are loving it, and I'm enjoying doing it. All right, Alan, I enjoy Zone 4, especially live, because it's fun to see y'all's faces reacting. Yeah, that was one of the benefits of doing it as a YouTube live show, and it was kind of to reinvigorate it for ourselves as well, because it was we were getting a little stagnant with it. So it's like let's try it as a live show, do it, and see if we have fun with it, and get that interaction with you guys. So that's been the funnest part about it for me, is getting this kind of interaction. You don't always get that. You rarely get that with a podcast, that especially not instantly. All right, last call. Comments, questions, whatever, and I'll wrap it up in just a couple minutes. I'll go ahead and do the spiel, I guess. Thank you all for joining me. If you'd like to follow me on social media, at Brant Fowler on Facebook and Twitter and Patreon, and at Last Ember Press on Instagram. I'm posting there a lot more these days, doing a lot more drawing and things like that. So go follow me over there, doing the 25 Days of Christmas on Patreon. And look forward to the new content in the new year. Subscribe and like. Share this video, please. And check out Frontline Live over on Comic Frontline every Tuesday as we talk about our top 5 comics. And don't forget those new videos coming up in 2019 from Lisa and I and Chris and I right here on this channel to give you guys more comic-related content on my channel. And check out zone4podcast.com, lastemberpress.com. And Jay says, congratulations on 100 muses. Alan says, congrats. Thank you both. Alan says, keep up the good work, and I will see you both tomorrow for Comic Frontline, where I'm sure Tevia will bring up Spider-Man. That is without a doubt. Thank you, Alan, and I appreciate that. And I will see you tomorrow night for Frontline Live. And until then, take care, everybody. Be good. Bye. If I can.